I think we are here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, fine people.
Let us know if the sound works
Let us know. Does
because
sound work?
last time the sound did not work.
Does sound work? Burp, burp, burp.
We have JT in the house.
JT in the house. Wah, wah, wah.
Is that it? He's the first one in?
Is he?
I mean, you're on YouTube and he's the only one that
I
said
just liked
anything.
my own video
Did you
because,
really?
yeah, why not? Why not?
JT can hear us.
Okay, I see things happening now. All right, I'm going to shut that down.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Kevin counts
Um,
on Beanie and happy Aloha
oh,
Friday.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh, there's some people. There's Sean. Hey, Sean.
Hello, Sean. Kevin says, what did he say? I don't know. What did I say? Did I say
Oh,
something?
it says no, Todd was first. Oh, I can't see Todd's message. Well, hi,
Todd was
Todd.
Todd was like posted in there like this afternoon,
Oh, did he?
and he said, "I hope I get a notification," something like that.
I
Yeah,
mean, we can message him if he doesn't show
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we should do that. Todd, call him. Todd.
Todd. Hello, Cruise Nuts.
He can't hear us. Hello, Cruise Nuts. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are back from hiatus. I am drinking, very exciting, Coke Zero, some frozen H2O, solid form, and because I'm on a diet, so I'm not drinking any alcohol tonight. To spice it up a little bit, I use some hella Mexican chocolate bitters. Ooh,
And
it's
I'm
I recommend it.
drinking H2O.
Oh, in the liquid form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chocolate bitters and soda, Coke, cola. If you like those two flavors, I strongly recommend it. It's quite nice, as they say.
We have Mom here.
Hello, mom.
And
Hello, mom.
hello, Ocean to Ocean Travel.
Hello. Bon Beanie.
And hello, James.
Bon Beanie James.
Let's see. Sean says your group
Mm.
cruise was heavily promoted on the John Bourbon show.
Oh, cool. We'll have to check that out. And thank you to John Bourbon.
Yes.
And what a great name, John Bourbon.
And we have Moonlight Adventures here.
Hello, Moonlight
Hello.
Adventures.
Kevin is drinking tea of the iced variety.
Oh, tea of the iced variety. I like my tea
I
iced or hot.
I like my tea of the Long Island variety.
Oh, do you now?
Yes.
I like mine of the Earl Grey or the Lapsang Souchong variety.
Oh.
Oh, look at JT bragging.
Oh.
Little
You know,
Jefferson's Ocean on the rocks here tonight.
I was thinking about getting that for Matt for Christmas, but I didn't remember what you said about it, so I didn't do it.
Well, maybe I'll have a sip next weekend when we're hanging out
Oh, maybe.
with the JT stir. I won't do that to you again. Sorry, JT stir. It's
Look
a
who's on there. One of my favorites.
well, hello there. Howdy, Paul. Howdy, Paul.
Hi, Paul. What's up?
Ah, telling you, that's good stuff, man.
Can I say that in Paul's voice?
You can try.
Hey, Paul. Sup?
That was not Paul's
That was
voice.
gross. I'm so sorry.
How is the audio, by the way? We tried to do a test. It seems like it's working, but you know how that goes. And hey, we got Roddy in the house.
We've got
Ed,
the Roddies in the
cool,
house.
cool, cool. Brr, brr, brr. The bar is open for Matt whenever you. All right, we'll head over right after the podcast. Not really.
All
JT's
right,
like too
Todd
far
is
away.
not in here yet, which means he needs a
Todd.
message.
All right, I'm gonna send
Send
him a
him a
message right
message
now.
because, oh, there he is. Look
Go.
at that. It's like he knew I
You
was going to.
summoned him.
I did.
Did you use a Todd summoning
I
spell?
said,
Did you
Todd.
summon him with a 3D print
I
wand?
did. We used our 3D print ESP,
FDM, ESP.
LMNOP.
Hello, Todd. Okay,
Let's see,
let's
we got
get in
James.
trouble. Welcome to the Frogman.
Hey,
Hey,
there's the Pyro
we got a DJ
DJ.
in the house. Well, that's cool. Bon Beanie, para DJ.
Oh, Todd had to ride his bike to close his rings.
Oh.
I understand that life.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Well, we will officially start the podcast in about 8 minutes.
8.
But of course tonight we are going to be talking about what we are going to be doing on our group cruise, which is coming up rather quickly, and we're going to talk about what the two of us are doing in all those port stops. And of course, if you are on that group cruise or happen to be in those ports on that day, which I guess is possible, you are welcome to join us. We would love you to join us. However, you certainly don't have to. You can do what you want, and we're okay with that too. But we're saying this so that if you do want to join us, then you can, and we're gonna do some fun stuff for sure. We got 4 ports and 4 ports. I was trying to make that a 4 scores. It didn't work. Anyway, 4 ports, great ports, and we've got some fun things planned for those ports. Also, tonight's cruise creature, a little preview for everybody. Tonight's cruise creature, we are going to each tell you the cruise creature that we are hoping to see in each port. So I don't know. We don't know what our cruise creatures are that the other one shows, but I tried to make mine all things that I could realistically see in these ports. Did you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So you don't have like the Loch Ness Monster or Megalodon or
I put
something?
Sergeant Major for all of them.
No, you didn't.
I did consider it.
I mean, you'd have a high success ratio.
I know.
You know,
Did you see what Paul put?
No.
You have to scroll up a little bit.
You know, I charged my mouse and then I left it. I'm gonna have to go get that.
There you go. Just read it.
Oh, okay. You're one of my favorites as well, Miss Kim. Aw. All the love. I love all the love.
I know.
4 ports.
Oh, Parody
7
just
days
said
to
they're
sail.
here to learn all the secret
Oh,
stuff.
cool. Yes.
Should I post this
Top
now or
secrets.
later?
You can post it now if you
All
want.
right.
Well, it is spoilery.
Too late. I just hit the button.
Just don't tell them what you did until after.
Okay.
All yes.
Right.
See, Parody just says Sergeant. I think we're both clicking on the
I'm
same
not.
comment.
I'm trying to scroll and it's doing weird things.
Sergeant Major's guaranteed. Yes.
Did you say hi to Dan?
I did not. I was about to, and then you took the words right out of my mouth. I should not sing tonight with D&J in here, especially because so I'm gonna read my mouse.
We just saw your butt.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, it just got real quiet. Kimbra, your background is stellar as usual. Thank you, Sean. I didn't really do much with it. You can see all of my awesome filament for my really awesome printer that my really awesome fiance got for me.
Ooh, let's see. You're getting married?
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Todd said, I see lots of filament. Yeah. I was going to buy more, but Matt told me I had to use what I already had first.
Did I say that? Well,
yes,
you have a lot.
I had like 3 or 4 in my Amazon cart, and you told me I should wait.
Oh, well, I mean.
Scott says, greetings, students, and Matt's butt.
I apologize for the butt.
Shiny Silk PLA. Yes, I do have some of that. The pink one, which is what I made my Luna glasses out of last time, and they broke again. So.
Oh, they broke? You did it again? They broke?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the ships.
Oh, they're in my bag. We showed them last time.
I know, but Parody did here.
I'm going to show them. I'll go get them.
Special for them.
I'm going to work to show them.
Okay, so we and some of you saw this last week, or not last week before last, but Kimbra, with her 3D printing skills, found a model of the, well, I don't know if it's the Pride, but it's that class of ship.
It said it's the Spirit.
They
look the same.
And so she printed one in resin and one in the FDM filament, and we're going to try and learn the skills to turn these into our very own personalized chips on a stick that if you're on the group cruise, you could win. And you'll be the only people that have that unless somebody steals the file and prints their own. So we're
Todd.
gonna try and do that. We're gonna try and do that. So we'll see. Todd, yeah, Todd could. We'll probably be asking Todd for help. So
Maybe.
that's probably okay. All right. Shiny, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I know, it's pretty cool, right? So we're gonna, if we do it in resin, we would paint it, but the resin has more detail. But that is kind of cool, right? I mean,
that might be the way to go.
I think it is.
Because that looks really cool.
Because if we paint this, it'll look neat, but I think this feels more like a trophy.
Yeah.
Like this feels more like a ship on the stick. It's not as fancy as a real ship on the stick, but it's pretty cool and it's more detailed than the ship on the stick ship.
Right. And it's the actual ship that we're going to be on, not just a basic ship.
Which is pretty freaking cool, man.
Todd says, I almost have Reno refined, and he'll send me the file. Woohoo!
Well, cool. Yes, Todd's our 3D printing buddy, and so he sent us all this stuff. If you watch the episode, you've seen some of the cool stuff he sent us, like the scuba duck.
Is that the same color?
I think so. Pretty close. The scuba duck here, which I don't know if it's. Oh, I don't think it's blurry. My screen's always blurry. And then the Bond beanie bookmark that Todd made for us. That's
Yep. Let's see.
Pretty
Gotta
cool.
catch them all.
pretty cool.
A shiny ship, say that 6 times fast.
Then we might get censored. I don't know.
JT said, make the Viva for me, Kimbra, for
I mean,
2024.
We have to find the model
Yeah,
of the Viva.
that's the key. Is I just happened to be
Probably
looking
doesn't
for a
exist.
cruise ship model,
And that one
and
popped up.
that just happened to be the Carnival one that was available. And I was like, well, how convenient for
That
me.
was the fates smiling on us, I think,
Yeah.
is what that was. So it's going to be cool. Now, we're not going to talk about those contests tonight, but there'll be the usual stuff. If you do go on this group cruise, we are hoping to make like a little digital booklet. I don't think we're going to print it out because we try and be environmentally
Yeah,
friendly.
I think digital is the way to go.
And that way, if you don't care about it, you could just ignore it, and then no harm, no foul. But yeah, we're going to try and get a little booklet with, again, stuff that we're going to be doing. If we have some semi-organized activities, it won't be anything super organized. You can choose to go if you want to. But again, I want to emphasize and stress, this is it is a group cruise, but it's also your cruise and your vacation. So we do not have any expectations for any of you to do anything except for what you want to do. And if you want to do things that we're doing, then that's awesome. But
So 2 things.
yes.
One is it's time.
Okay.
But before that, we do have a question
Hmm.
that's what group cruise are you talking about? And
Oh.
if you wait momentarily, you'll find out.
The answers will become clear. All will become clear.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. I'm just going to do this effect.
Come with me, we're going on a fantastic cruise.
Oh, shoot.
Come with me, we're going on a fantastic cruise. Pick your destination with news, tips, and reviews. But here is an item you might not have thought of. All of the things under the water. Nature surrounds us with elegant features. You can't go on a cruise and not see the creatures. So let's make some magic, let's get ecstatic. Instantly classic, maybe romantic. The wildlife around you, cinematic on your fantastic cruise.
Bon Beanie, and welcome. Oh, it messed me up. It was like Bon Beanie, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Fintastic Cruising. I am Matt,
And I'm Kimbra.
and by the way, we are going to be having the gentleman who did the theme song for us, on the podcast in the near future because he recently went on his second Disney cruise, and so we're going to be interviewing him and talking all about Disney cruising. And he did it without any children, which I know some of you have done that as well. But it's cool to get that perspective.
Indeed.
Indeed. So we are here tonight, whenever you are watching this or maybe listening to this in the future, to talk about the excursions we're going to be doing on our upcoming group cruise in March. We're going to go through these 4 port stops, tell you what we're going to be doing, talk a little bit about those things. We're also going to be telling you the cruise creatures that we hope to see in these ports. But what group cruise do you say?
It is the first official Fantastic Cruising group cruise.
Yes, it is.
Which is happening March 12th through 19th, 2023 out of Tampa. And there is still space for you to join us.
And I'm surprised because it's like spring break week.
But there's still space.
And if you are interested in booking that cruise, all you need to do is send an email to fantastictravel@gmail.com.
Again, Matt, what was that?
That's fantastictravel@gmail.com.
And this is going to be a really fantastic cruise. You know why, Matt?
Why?
Because it's going to 4 amazing ports.
What are the ports?
Well, port number 1 is Grand Cayman.
Ooh.
And port number 2, Matt?
Is Mahogany Bay, which is in Roatan, which is an island off the coast of Honduras, but I think part of Honduras.
Yes. And
number 3?
Oh, that will be Belize in Belize.
Unbelievable.
And finally,
number 4, Cozumel, which is a small island off the coast of Quintana Roo, Mexico. I think it's part of Quintana Roo, Mexico. I'm really bad with geography tonight, but it's going to be an awesome cruise, Western Caribbean, with a lot of amazing people there. So, as they say in the Evil Dead, join us. And without further ado, shall we go into this? Should we get into this stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to...
Oh.
Yes?
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
Kevin says Matt sounds garbled since the intro. Can somebody confirm or not confirm that? Matt is garbled.
That's weird because we're talking into the same exact microphone. Am I still garbled? Because we're using the same exact...
Come towards me.
How about now? Am I garbly?
But I'm not.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Darn this audio video.
That makes no sense.
Tell me, am I still garbly? Garble?
Well, okay. Yeah, we need somebody to tell us something because we don't. A bit. Am I garbled or is it just Matt? I mean, I did knock this. Do you think that did something?
Did it wiggle the cable?
Did we wiggle our cable?
But that doesn't explain why it would garble.
Only Matt?
I
mean, Matt was the one that was talking most.
Oh. Okay.
Matt sounds fine to me.
And then people are saying yes.
But I don't know what yes means. Yes to Matt, yes to Kimbra. Matt talks garble. Okay, well, that was Sean. I don't know.
Yeah. Go to the settings and change the microphone and then switch it back and see if that does anything crazy. Okay. And then change it back to video.
Why are there 12 different Yetis on here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Also making our camera flash. Wow. Back to technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Here.
Tell me how we sound.
Evie Mux is
just Matt. Everybody says just Matt.
That's so weird. I don't know if that'll help.
I don't know.
It's so weird. We like Evie Mux, but because it's got the 1080, but I don't know. It seems to have a lot of technical issues that comes along with it. So I'm not sure we're going to stay with this software, although it's going to hurt to go back to 720.
Scott said better, so maybe it turned a little bit.
Maybe it's just an angle thing. I don't know.
Tony G says he's checking in from the Carnival Radiance.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to share my screen right now, which I think happened.
Yeah, I have to add it in. But...
Okay, cool. Go ahead and add that sucker in there.
You ready?
Yeah, let's get this party started.
All right.
After all of our technical foibles. So, port number 1 on this cruise is going to be Grand Cayman, home of home of the blue iguana, not the creature I'm hoping to see, only because I know we won't, because we're not going to be where they are.
No.
But I love blue
We
iguanas.
did look at possibly doing that.
We did, but I don't. Yeah, but there's just Grand Cayman is just an amazing port, and if you like being underwater, it's one of the best ports in the Caribbean, in my opinion. Especially not only because the coral reefs there are fantabulous, but also because the accessibility to that coral reef is really affordable and convenient. So yeah. So the reason I've got this pulled up here, Eden Rock Dive Center, is because that is what we're going to be doing. Now, look, we are going to be scuba diving at Grand Cayman. However, the place we're scuba diving, you can snorkel there. So let me bring up a map. I just watched a YouTube video the other day, and the guy was tracking every time he said so, and now I'm thinking about every time I'm saying so. So, okay. Here is the cruise terminal. So of course the ships in Grand Cayman, they can't actually dock because it's too shallow here. So they put anchors out like kind of around this area. You can see the different colors.
It's marked.
Oh, there we go. You can see the different color. That's because the water is deeper. So you get to, do I say so a lot? I never thought about it until I watched the video.
That was the weirdest face. I just want you to know.
Was it? And luckily it was micro size.
Well, I just saw it from this side.
I'm sorry.
But
Do you still want to marry me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you get on a water shuttle, or as other cruise lines call them, a
Tender.
There you go. Hold me tender. And then you take the tender over to the port. Now that you actually get off for Carnival right here. Stop doing that. Right here. And then let's see if I can zoom in. Yep, there we go. Oh, look at all the people down there. And then you walk through here. There's a lot of shopping in this area. All through here, all kinds of shopping. So if you are on this cruise and you just want some easy get off the ship and go shopping, it's a very safe island. It's a very cool island. People are very friendly. They have a lot of great stuff there. They're famous for like rum cakes. You can get there, but also just I don't know, all the normal nice things you can find in a cruise port, and you can get a plush blue iguana if you're so inclined. But if you,
I'm going to interrupt real quick before this comment goes away and I lose it. This is kind of off subject, but Scott is asking, is there a preferred hotel yet? The Tahitian is kind of close to the airport, and we've got a few people, our Helping Hands for Cruising recipients will be staying there, and then I think a couple others have booked at the Tahitian Inn, so I'd recommend taking that.
Affordable, convenient. It's not like the fanciest hotel in the world, but it's fine, and I think they even have like shuttles that go back and forth. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that far to Uber. So, yeah.
Sorry, you can continue. I just didn't want that to get lost.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So a quick walk down the path, like bloop, 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 and that walk is about a 6-minute walk, 550 meters, which we found out was about
0.34 miles.
So less than half a mile. It's not a bad walk. It is very scenic if you look to your right, and there are shops and restaurants if you look to your left as you walk to Eden Rock, if you choose to do this. Now, once you get to Eden Rock, basically, let me see if I can zoomify in some more. This is the building right here. There's actually a little restaurant above it, but it's really not very good visuals in this map. But there is a ladder. There's actually a couple ladders that you can go out, and you can just get into the water. Now, if you go to Eden Rock and you're not scuba diving, which I think most of the people that would be doing this would not be scuba diving, you can bring your own snorkel gear, and you can literally just get in the water for free. Okay, they might give you a snarky look, but just tell them that we're diving. Or you can rent a locker from them, which we'll get into the rental cost in a moment. You can also rent snorkel gear from them, or as we're going to do, we're going to rent air tanks. Once you get in the water, zoom out a little bit. And this is, if you look down here at the scale for 100 feet down here at the bottom, it's not that far. Somebody asked me how far the swim is. It's not that far. You can kind of see this dark gray stuff. That is the coral reef. Now, before that, there is little bits of coral. There's little things here and there. The rocky wall along here has a lot of life on it. You'll see fish. I've seen squid. I've seen octopus here. And then it's pretty shallow. When you get off the ladder, you got to be careful if you're standing, because there are a lot. It's a healthy reef, so there's a lot of long spine sea urchins. So just be careful if you're standing, especially close to the wall, that you don't step on one, because that would ruin your day and ruin their life. But it's not, I think you can stand there. It may depend on the tide a little bit on how deep that is, but I feel like you can stand there or close to it.
I think right when you get in, maybe, but it does get a little deeper.
Gets a little deeper, yeah. So you're probably gonna need to swim, but it's not that deep. When you get out to the coral reef area, the deepest point is at the far side of the coral reef, and that, I think, the deepest that I've ever been there is about 45 feet down. Now, don't worry if you're like 45 feet down. If you're snorkeling, this coral structure is tall, like real tall. Like there are spots along here that are probably so close to the surface, again, depending on the tide, I imagine, that you would have to swim around them. But there's a lot that's within 10, 15 feet, and the water is crystal clear because it's Grand Cayman.
I have to interrupt again real quick, just because I don't know how much she heard, but Jennifer is now in here. And I know Jennifer. Snorkeling is something that Jennifer likes to do.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about right now.
Yes.
So if you didn't hear that.
This is a really great place to snorkel. You will see probably very large tarpon, as well as your normal assortment of coral reef fishes. I have seen squid here multiple times. I've seen octopus here. We've seen nurse sharks while we were diving. You won't be as likely to see sharks from up at the top.
I saw a sea turtle last time we were here.
That's right.
Sea turtles. Hawksbill.
Yes, hawksbill sea turtles. Green sea turtles are pretty common in Grand Cayman. So these are all relatively likely things you'll see, some or all of those. Yeah, and so it's just a really good place to snorkel, and it's super cheap because if you got your own gear, you literally don't have to pay anything. But if you want, you can rent a locker. Now, speaking of rental, and this map is kind of cool because if you're diving, you can actually swim through these tunnels and stuff. Now, here's another cool thing as I get sidetracked. If you are snorkeling while we're diving, you could literally swim over us and see us scuba diving underneath, which is kind of cool. You know, we can try and blow a bubble ring. We're actually going to dive on our own this time. We've dove there before and we've done guided dives, but we feel comfortable enough that we're just going to go on our own, and then we can kind of take our time, do our own thing. So that'll be cool. But you won't want to swim down into these caves if you're not scuba diving, unless you can hold your breath for, a couple minutes or something like that. And then you can do that. And it's a lot of fun. But all right, rental stuff. So you don't probably need a tank, but if you do, we're going to get regular scuba tank, air tank, $18 per tank. And weights, does it say the weights on here?
Yeah, scroll down.
Weights, this is stuff you only need if you're scuba diving. They've got all the other gear. Weight belts, $2. And then weights are 30 cents per pound, I think it said somewhere. I don't see it there.
It's underneath where it says weight belt.
Oh, right there. Again, if you're just snorkeling, you don't need any of that. You just need fins, $7.50. A snorkeling vest is recommended, but not required. You can bring your own floaty thing. I do recommend fins because this is it's not a super far swim, but it is a little bit of a swim, and you're going to have a little more success with fins. You can get a whole snorkeling package, which is the mask, snorkel, fins, and vest for $21.25. I must have passed. Mask and snorkel is $10. So $17.50, $27.50, or you can save $6.25. Did I do that math quickly like that? And just get the whole snorkel package. But if you have some stuff, you only want, anyway, that's an option. It's an option. And again, you will see a lot of things here. It's pretty cool. And, you know, we'll be in the water. So we'll be underwater scuba diving, but we may snorkel as well because our dive will probably last about an hour. And then we may do another tank or we may snorkel or we're just going to go with the flow. But we'll be there hanging out, you know. Lockers are $5 with a $10 deposit. And these lockers are decent size. Kind of deep. I mean, they're enough that we can get like our
both of us got
our
our
dive bags in there, which are like big backpacks. You probably don't need a dive computer, but you know. So what, Kimbra, what is the animal that you are hoping to see?
Squid.
Well, mine's octopus. So
well, because I've seen squid in other places, but this is a place that you've said that you've seen squid multiple times, and I have not.
Multiple squid. And here's the other cool thing. When we were there last time, we went diving, and like literally right in this area here, probably this area here, they knew where an octopus hung out, and they were like, if you swim down and look in that little hole, you'll probably see it. And I did. And it was probably, I don't know, 5-6 feet down.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be like an expert free diver to get down there and see it. I don't know if it'll be there. I'm not saying it's going to be there for sure, but I'm just saying octopuses live there. So
Paul wants to see a Nessie. I was told I couldn't put that on my list.
I didn't tell you that. I just asked if you did. So I didn't give you any restrictions. Yeah, I think the odds of seeing an octopus are and a squid are realistic. Probably better odds of seeing a squid, but they're better odds of seeing those animals here than some other places. So cephalopods are cool, man. Yeah. Obviously, we both picked them. All right. Anything else I'm missing about Grand Cayman?
I mean, it is quite grand.
Oh,
did you talk about all the shopping?
We can talk about that, but I do want to say one more thing about Eden Rock that I know because Stacy, who is not in the live tonight because he had some other things he was doing, but he's been talking to me and talking to them. He's gonna, I think, possibly do a Discover Scuba. So if scuba diving is something you're interested in trying, you would want to email them ahead of time and set it up. But they do offer a Discover Scuba for people that are not scuba certified to try scuba. And I think, I want to say it was like $120 or something like that, which is pretty cool.
You can bring it up. You're on their website.
Does it have Discover Scuba on there? Oh, does it?
Go to instruction, I think.
Let's see. Or guided dives, maybe. Discover Scuba.
Read more. Click the button that says read more.
Okay, I thought maybe I listed it. Not found.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay.
I think he had to email them.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to say it was around $120. It wasn't.
How about right here? DSD, Discover Scuba Diving.
It's probably about $125. So now if you do dive, whenever you dive, you should tip. If you have like we won't tip because we're just renting tanks. But if we were doing a guided tour, we would tip. That is customary in the Caribbean. So if you would want to do Discover Scuba, which would be really cool, make sure that you're also considering that there should be a tip involved if you want to be polite. Okay, so are we ready for the next? Oh, you want to talk about shopping?
It's fine. I just want to point out that there is like a kind of like a mini outside mall kind of area just right across the street.
Kind of, I think this right here is kind of a mall area, I believe.
But even where's that little fountain thing? It kind of stretches all the way down there.
Yeah, there's Sharkies. So, there's a really cool stingray fountain somewhere along here.
Yeah, but there's lots of shopping and stuff.
Can't really see it very well, or I'm not looking.
I did it. It's down here. It's where these. Keep going. Isn't it right around? I don't know. It might.
It's somewhere here. It's there. You'll see it if you're walking along here. And like one of the things people like to do in Grand Cayman is go to hell. Sorry, but that's a place in Grand Cayman. And basically it's a bunch of old limestone from coral reefs that has kind of worn away from water. And and you won't see as much of it, but you will see that same sort of geological formation in along here. So you don't have to go to hell to see it. What an ironic thing for hell to be in Grand Cayman, because that's like the opposite of what I would consider hell. Anyway,
all right, let's go to the next port.
Next port, I'm gonna just go like this, and that is, of course, Roatan, which is an island off the coast of Honduras, and this is Carnival's private port, which is a beautiful port. Your normal cruise port shopping is there, but they also have a really nice and not very long nature trail that you can go on. And I've seen different types of spiny-tailed iguanas there. They're really cool, like black and white ones.
You're talking about Roatan in general or this place?
And at the port.
Okay.
At the port, yeah. So there's a beach that I don't really recommend unless your idea of a fun beach is just to be in water that's not clear. Then it's fine. But it's not the beach to go to if you're like us and you want to see wildlife. If you just want to be in the water, it's probably fine. But there's a paved path you can take, but you can go off the path onto this. Well, there's still a path, but it's like a trail. It's like in the woods. You get some really cool scenic shots of the ship, or views of the ship, I should say. And I've seen those really cool. I don't remember which species of spiny-tailed iguana it is, but it's
Simulus.
It's not Simulus.
It's not?
It's not Simulus. I'm sorry for those of you that were speaking in Latin. Simulus is the ones we see in like Cozumel. No, this looks like churro, our iguana churro, but it's white and black. So
is it pectinata?
I don't know. It might be a pied pectinata, but I feel like it might be something different.
Huh. Okay.
Anyway, they're beautiful. Beautiful.
That was like really cute.
Imagine like a panda bear color morph on a little cute iguana. That's what we're talking about here. Not as big as like big green iguanas, but anyway.
Like churro.
And butterflies, hummingbirds. I've seen all this in Roatan. It's a really cool port. It's a nice port. It's very nice. But we're not staying in the port. We're going to one of our favorite places on the planet. It was, quite frankly, my favorite place before I discovered the ABC Islands. So I still love it, and that is Maya Key. Now, Maya Key is not very far from the port, but you do get on a boat that takes you there. If you're at the non-Carnival port, it's literally like right there. But if you're at the Carnival port, it's like maybe a 10-15 minute boat ride, I think, something like that, maybe 20. I don't know. I feel like it's not that long, and it's scenic. There's like a shipwreck and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you get to see, it's nice. It is a very small island that's just right off of Roatan, a very small island. It has a lot of cool things there. It has some replica Mayan ruins. It has a swimming pool that's very nice. It does have green iguanas, which are invasive, but I think they're invasive in Roatan. Anyway, they're in the lunch area, so they do provide lunch at this place, and some really good, like if you like authentic, legit black beans and rice or red beans and rice, and I think they have like maybe chicken and I don't know. It's good food, and the iguanas will come there. Don't feed them. You're not supposed to feed them, but that's what they want you to do. Don't do that. It's not good for them. They've also got
they have a sea lion show.
Yes, sea lion show. They have some rescue animals, some different large cats like margays, jaguars. They used to have American crocodiles. I don't know I feel like they didn't have those. They have some monkeys. If you hang out in those areas, there are interactions that are available.
Yeah,
not with the jaguar,
you can go in with the monkeys and feed them, and they'll jump all over you. And when I did that, they like took our phone and just snapped a bunch of pictures while the monkeys were jumping all over us. So it wasn't like you had to pay for photos, which was really cool.
So that's cool. And then there is a little beach. I don't know if there's pictures on here of it. I should be looking at these, right? Here's the food setup. That looks like a different spot. No, I wonder if they move things around. So it's macaws there, scarlet macaws.
Yeah.
They do have a boa species that's native to that area too. This is the lunch area. I remember. It's like a nice deck area. That's a margay, small jungle cat. There's a, what is that? Is that a hyacinth macaw? Or that's a blue and gold macaw. Um, they don't have any pictures of the coral area, but there is an area, and it's got really great snorkeling. You can actually do this instead of $75. You can pay 90
I think it's 95. I think it's $20 more.
$95, and it includes snorkel gear. And I think they
With
might
a guided tour.
in a guided tour.
Yeah.
But what's really cool, I didn't look this one up on the map, and I don't know how easy it is to see. But they're basically, you have to walk out this boardwalk to the end of this boardwalk. It's a fairly long boardwalk, and then get in the water to snorkel. And the reason is between the boardwalk and the beach, because there's a little beach there's some seagrasses, and I've seen like upside down jellyfish there and stuff like that. But then the coral starts, and the coral is so shallow that you can't get through it. In fact, even when you get off of this little pier, there's literally a channel with a rope that you have to follow to swim through the coral, because the coral's sticking up out of the water to get out, and then it opens up, and there's just beautiful lettuce coral. I mean, this place is chock full of marine life. It's absolutely stunning. And then it just drops off. Now, you don't have to go over the drop off. I like to go over the drop off. I think it hits like 50 feet. And if you can, and you swim down there, I usually see like lionfish and stuff like that down there, which is bad, but I still like to see them. So, but it's really good snorkeling for somebody that is not able to swim underwater, because so much of it is super, super, super shallow, and it's a really easy place to snorkel. Yeah, it's just really cool. Really, really cool. Now, one word of caution. I have been there multiple times, and on one of those occasions, and a little bit on another one, some of the group I was with, and me a little bit on one of them, got bit by sand fleas, or sand. They call them sand fleas, or they call them sand flies. They're like mosquitoes on steroids, and they bite you, and then it swells up and it itches really bad for a longer. So bring some insect repellent if you're planning on hanging out on the beach, is what I would say, because you don't even know they're biting you. But if you're sitting on the chairs, and it's only happened the one time, I've been there, I think 4 times. It happened real bad the one time, not to me, but to somebody I was with, and then it happened to me a little bit another time. And that's not just Maya Key. That's anywhere in Roatan that you're on the beach, because it's just something. If you look up sand fleas or sand flies in Roatan, you'll see all kinds of stuff about it. It's just a thing there. It's a tropical island. You get tropical insects, but it's fine. Just insect repellent, and apparently they like salt water. So if you come right out of the water, maybe go to the pool, rinse off, or something like that. But it's a really cool spot. It's beautiful, and we love it. And it's a nice 5-hour tour, and that's only maybe an hour of transport between there and back again. So you've got a solid 4 hours there, which is great for $75, including a really good lunch. That's what we're going to be doing. What's the animal you are hoping to see in Honduras?
Upside down jellyfish.
Oh, well, I don't know I think I have it on the channel still, or upside down jellyfish
maybe.
video. But when I was there with my mom years ago, I found some upside down jellyfish, and we held them and stuff. Really cool, really cool. So yeah, I think there's a decent chance you'll see those. I can show you where to find those.
Well, so the reason I put that is because aside from when we were in the Keys and we saw those ones that were like
Little
this
bitties?
big, I've never seen them.
Well, the ones that I saw in Honduras were like big.
So that's why I put it on there.
Big mamba jambas. Yeah, and there were a bunch of them. So I can show you where I found them, and probably be there. And even if you like to snorkel, but you're like, I don't even want to go out in the deep water, you can snorkel right at the beach, and you'll see a lot of like small fish and stuff. It's very secluded. It's just a beautiful island. I have seen leafcutter ants there, which for me was really exciting, and land hermit crabs there, which was pretty cool too. But the animal I'm hoping to see, the creature I'm wanting to see there, is a scorpion fish, because I've seen those there. They're absolutely beautiful. Do not touch them. They're down, they hide in the rocks. If they do get startled, or they just decide to swim away, and they open up their pectoral fins, then that cryptic coloration of their body blends in, but their pectoral fins are like rainbow color. Beautiful
All right,
fish.
we need a mod.
Oh, do we? We don't have any mods in there?
Mm,
Are you getting them?
I'm trying.
Oh, geez. We haven't had that problem in a while. All right. You cracking them?
Trying.
Isn't JT a mod? We need to make JT a mod. Some of our normal mods are. Oh, Dan's in there.
Yeah.
Get him, Dan. And Todd. Get him, Todd.
You said JT. I can work on that.
Okay. Anyway, anything else you want to say about Honduras and Roatan?
I'm just excited to go back. I've only been there once, so I'm gonna go back and do exactly what I did the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I know the sloth thing is really popular there, and I think that would be really fun. So some of you may want to opt for that. The reason we didn't is because one, we have a sloth at the aquarium, although it's a different species, to be fair. So we get to interact with that
Is
sloth.
that why?
I mean, that's one of the
I've
reasons.
never gotten to hold that sloth.
Not to hold it, but you've gotten to pet it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's a different. It's another. Well, there's several species of sloth, but and then the other reason is I think the reviews we saw was like you kind of got rushed through it.
Yeah.
And I think there's multiple experiences. So there probably are some that are better, but we just really wanted to go back to Mayaki. It's so beautiful there. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, if you do the sloth thing though, we would love to talk to you about it afterwards and see your pictures and videos. So, all right, moving on to
Belize.
Belize. Now Belize is it's not an island. It's the mainland Belize, but you have to take a water shuttle to it.
Yes.
There's 2 water shuttle ports on this cruise.
Yes, there are.
And this one is a long one.
Yeah, this one's like what, 15, 20 minutes?
It's like at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To at least 20 minutes. This is the longest water shuttle I've experienced.
But it's fun.
It's fine. It's it's whatever. You're excited because you're in Belize. So this was the hardest port for us to find something to do in. Not that there's not things to do, just things that we wanted to do on this particular cruise. So we settled on this, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. It is a Sharks Rays Barrier Reef Snorkel and Island Escape. So here's how it works. You get on the water shuttle, you go over to Belize, and you can choose, by the way, you can choose multiple times on this one, right?
Yes.
And we chose 8:30.
Yes.
So if you do this excursion, and we did put a thing up that we'll tell you about more at the end in the group. So if you're in the group cruise, you'll see it that has the times and all that stuff. But you could choose from like 3 or 4 different.
4 times.
4 times.
I do want to specify when you choose your time, you do it after you add it to your cart before you pay. I kind of had to click around to find it, but make sure you click on that because you will automatically we were automatically for the 9:30 time and I had to change it.
So yeah, so we wanted to do 8:30 because we like to get up early and do things. So, but you get to mainland Belize in the port, and this is not a port the port itself it's fine. It's not the best port in the world. It's got shops, it's got the usual stuff. It's not the port that I would recommend like hanging out in the port all day. I think they do have they have a pool at this one, or am I thinking of Costa Maya? I don't even know. I don't think they even have a pool in this one. No, it's pretty minimal. But so if you're not doing an excursion, this might be the day to stay on the ship or just take a shuttle over, put your feet on Belize, and then come back. But this excursion, we get on a boat from Belize, and then it takes us to this little tiny island. And this little island, I'm assuming, is what we're going to probably have a guided snorkel around. Usually in these islands that are out there, they will not let you snorkel on your own. Maybe in a limited space they will.
Larry heard you say sharks because he just popped in.
Well, Larry, you came at the right moment. So you can go to this place, and probably what they'll do is they'll have guided snorkels. The way I've done this in Belize and other islands is they will divide you into groups of experience, which is something we can talk about if you're on the cruise and figure out where you should actually be, because it's pretty. Like if they say beginner, they mean like beginner. Okay. So anyway, but snorkel around the island. That's one of the activities. I don't know the order it'll happen in. I'm assuming that on this island, that they have a sort of penned-in area off the beach that has nurse sharks and southern stingrays there. Because it says that you can just stand in the water with these sharks and stingrays. So you don't have to like swim. The snorkeling, you're swimming probably on a trail that they're taking you on.
Can I interrupt real quick? Sorry, we've got something happening here. I want to, one, hello, Michael Ann, welcome.
Hello.
And two, I don't like trying to scroll in this because it clicks on things. James said, I can't scroll back up, but some of us don't swim and dive. So there are other things to do in these sports. You don't have to be in the water. We just like to be in the water, so that's what we do for most of it.
Yeah.
There are definitely other things to do at these sports that do not involve getting in the water.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, I mean, and like in Roatan, just walking around or going around the port is really cool and beautiful. But there are
Grand Cayman has a lot of
there are
things
tours.
to walk around and see.
Yeah, there are lots of tours you can do if you want to do that. Yeah.
Scott says shopping
is good, or just people watching. It's fun in these sports.
Look at excursions. And a lot of them may have like requirements or descriptions if there's certain things that you can't do.
Right.
It'll tell you if it's, accessible or if it's something that you could do that way.
Right. If it's a carnival excursion, it'll tell you like how much effort, like moderate activity level or something like that, which is what this one says.
There are options if you don't want to get in the water.
Correct. And yes. So then the rest of the time is spent hanging on the beach. And this one does not include food or drinks.
But it is available for a fee.
Right. I don't know what the fee is.
It's probably
kind of
probably cruise island fee.
Probably a bummer. It is a 5.5-hour tour. So
scroll down on that. Look at some of the pictures and descriptions and stuff.
There's a video too I can play.
Oh.
See if it'll play it right here. I don't know if it'll play
a long video.
It's a minute and a half. So now this looks like you're on a boat.
Yeah, I think it's like a 30-minute ride out.
Oh, they're making you wear life jackets. Oh, that person doesn't have anything on, so maybe not.
That one does though. Who knows?
We'll see. But look, that looks nice. That looks like water wings there. That looks like a nice reef for sure. And the thing is, this snorkel is going to be so shallow, you don't really need to go underwater. That's what I've found at these lots. So here's the island. There's your stuff you can buy. Coconuts.
No, Larry, this one does not include rum punch.
There's your southern stingrays and your sharks. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they're penned in or maybe they feed them or something. I'm not sure, but that looks pretty awesome. There you go. Southern stingrays and sharks. Let's see if yeah. Gorgeous. I don't see any fencing, so maybe they're just out there.
Well, but they said that you can stand or float. So wherever you are, like maybe this is just something that they saw while snorkeling.
I don't know. There's a lot of them there. I bet that is. I bet that they feed them or something to bring them in. That'd be my guess. So I've seen them do that before. They have like a liquid thing that they'll put in the water and they'll attract the sharks. And of course, stingrays like Stingray City and Grand Cayman, those are all wild stingrays that come in. So what creature are you hoping to see in Belize?
That's a good question. What did I put for that one?
Well, while she's looking that up, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm hoping to see Caribbean reef squid because I've seen them in Belize before. And so I almost said like a cool jellyfish of some sort. I got stung by one there that was hurt, but it was cool to see it. I'd take it to sting again to see it, but I really like to see Caribbean reef squid there since I said octopus in the Grand Cayman.
I'd like to see a sea turtle.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because I feel like if we're snorkeling kind of out there,
there was seagrass, so it's certainly possible. I mean, obviously we will see, sharks and rays.
I mean, I would be cool seeing a sea turtle at any of these ports,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
this is where I felt like putting that as my answer.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Next up, our last port, Cozumel.
Cozumel.
And we are going to this place called Del Mar Latino, the beach club. And this is an all-inclusive for the large price of $39. I know Paradij's been there, and they have a great video on it.
Sharon
Sharon
at
C's been there; they have a great video on it. There's some other people that have been there. Check it out. It looks like a real kind of laid back spot with good food and decent drink, and you can get in. The reason we chose this over like Sancho's or Nachi Cacom or any of those places is because one, this place is real close to the port, like real close to the port, and two, because it looked like there might be a little bit of snorkeling there compared to some of these other spots. So, because we're snorkelers, but most people I don't think even get in the water there. So, it's a place to go and drink and eat and socialize. And you can take a cab there. What'd you say it was, $8?
Yeah, I think it's 8.
Or it's 500 meters.
Which is 0.31 miles.
So less than, let me stop that. Less than half a mile. Here is the port where we will be. This is Royal Caribbean's port. Whoa, Reno. There you go. Good job. But Carnival Port's right here. So this, okay, like James, you were asking, this whole area right here, right off the port, these are all shops.
You can just walk around and see stuff.
Cool stuff to see.
They have like fountains and some stuff. Like you can just walk around and look at stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And it's got like really beautiful stuff and super cheap. And some of it's expensive, but a lot of it's really cheap.
Yep.
And then if you walk or cab down the road here, I'll zoom out a little bit. There's the Del Mar Latino Beach Club. So it's not a huge spot. And from watching the videos, it looks like there's like a little covered area. Maybe I think there's a swimming pool.
Yeah, got a pool.
And there's like a ladder that goes into the water, which is good for snorkeling. You don't really want a sandy beach, ideally.
James said that Cindy's going to spend all his money.
But you'll get a lot of value for
memories forever.
That's right. That's right. So that is what we're doing there. Cozumel is a great destination. There is so much to do in Cozumel. So many things, so many options in Cozumel that, just about, you can go to Mayan ruins. You can also do that in Belize and Honduras, I think. You can go cave tubing. You can go on just driving tours. Like there's a lot of options there. But of course we like to be in the water. So that's what we're doing. And
I do want to mention, if you want to go to Del Mar Latino, they have a capacity of 30 people per day.
Good point.
And when I messaged them last week, because I wanted to know, because I was, we were thinking about it, and if there were a lot of people in our group that wanted to do it, we wanted to make sure that there was some space. They had 22 spots remaining, and I can tell you that
we filled some of them.
We have filled 2, 4. I can't remember things. I'll find it.
And that's what
we filled 9 of those 22 spots.
Yeah. So if you are interested in that, you just go to their website and you can just book it on their website. And here's the thing. It's $39. You only have to spend $8 to book it. And then you pay the rest when you get there.
Yep.
So you don't have to have $40 per person. You just have to have 8 per person. And then, and if you want to cancel it, you can get a full refund within how long?
I think 48 hours.
48 hours. Yeah, I was going to look at that.
It's on their FAQs.
At their website. But,
yeah.
But yeah, and it'll tell you like their food menu and cocktail menu. You don't have to drink alcohol either. You can drink, what do they have that say? You can probably get anything as a virgin drink, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But also
Soft
they have
drinks.
regular Coke, Coke Light, because that's what they call Coke Zero, I believe, or maybe Diet Coke in Mexico, Sprite, water, lemonade, orange juice, pineapple juice, tomato juice, grapefruit juice, and iced tea.
Did you say limonade?
It says lemonade. That's
Where?
like lemonade right there.
I'm pretty sure that's oh no.
No, I think it's lime. I think it's
Okay,
lemonade.
that's
I think
fine.
I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's what it is.
Okay,
So, what creature do you want to see in Cozumel?
an octopus.
An octopus. Isn't that interesting? We picked like the same animals, just in different parts. Well, I did not pick an octopus. I didn't even pick a sea creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
you picked an iguana.
No.
You picked a bug.
No.
You picked a butterfly.
No.
You picked me.
I know I'll see you. That's a given. Just like I know I'll see
Lots of other people.
Yeah. No, I chose a hummingbird.
Oh, your mom said. Did you see her? Well, you're like behind.
And my mom is
I
why.
saw a beautiful hummingbird in the port last time.
There you go. There you go. That is why I want to see a hummingbird there. Mostly
James said a blue shark.
that would be really cool, but they're way out. I would love to see a blue shark. Also, they're more in the Pacific, I think. I don't know if they're in the Atlantic. They might be in the Atlantic.
Oh. Well, I said octopus because I couldn't see real well, but I feel like right around there is kind of rocky and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a good spot for them to kind of hide.
It could be. Yeah. It definitely
know.
could be. We'll see.
Maybe
we'll
not.
find out. We'll find out.
I'd be happy to see any of these things at any of these ports.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And a lot of other things, too, that we didn't even mention. So that is what we are doing on our excursions on this cruise. If you are on this cruise, or for some weird reason you're going to be in those ports on those days, we would love it if you did those things with us. However, we will not think anything less of you if you do something different, because it's your cruise, and so you should do what you want. And we'll have plenty of time to socialize and hang out on the ship. But if those things appeal to you, that is where we will be. We do recommend booking them, especially the last one, sooner rather than later, just to make sure that they don't fill up. I don't know what the capacity is in the others. I don't know how close they are to filling up. They may not fill up at all. You could possibly book them on board and be okay. I don't really know. And also, if you are interested in doing something different, and you're in the Fintastic Group Cruise Facebook group, which is you only get in that if you're going on the group cruise, and you don't mind if other people go on that same excursion, put a post in the group and let everybody know, so that maybe somebody goes, I don't want to do what Kimbra and Matt are doing, but they see what you're doing and they're like, hey, we'll hang out. And if you don't, then that's okay too. We don't always have to be social creatures. So, yeah.
Yeah. Larry says, how many days? It is a 7-night cruise, a sea day at either end, and 4 ports in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Should we throw up this picture that we put together?
Sure.
So,
throw it up.
So this is basically what we're doing. So if you're, like Matt said, in the Fintastic Group Cruise group on Facebook, we did post this. So if you want specifics on what we're doing, this is it. If you want to join the cruise later and book these, this is what we're doing. If you just want to see what we're doing, here it is.
Larry meant our countdown.
Oh.
It's our countdown. Sean posted it earlier, which is funny because he's not on this cruise, but he knew it.
64.
64. I had a Nintendo 64.
I have a Nintendo 64.
Yeah. So there you go. So that is what we have planned. That is what we're doing. That is all that I have, I think.
That's it?
I think so.
Wow.
We've been going we haven't really been going an hour for the podcast, right, because we were in here a little ahead of time. Yeah. Again, if you haven't booked the cruise and you're like, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun and I can do it, then fantastictravel@gmail.com. and we will get you set up to
Yes.
go on that cruise with us. Or if you're going on another cruise, you know, and you like the same kind of stuff we do, those are some things you could consider doing in those ports because they should be a lot of fun. I know Eden Rock will be great. And by the way, that reef is called Eden Rock, and Devil's Grotto is right next to it. Those are the names of the reefs
2
there.
months, 5 days, 18 hours.
I know Maya Key is awesome and amazing. And I have high hopes for the other two. So there you go.
Huh. Scott, where can I buy the Fintastic lanyards? I don't know if those exist, Scott.
I don't
promote something that doesn't exist.
I don't think they do. However, if you are going on the Fintastic group cruise, we are going to try and come up with a swag bag for you guys. And I don't want to tell you what's going to be in it because I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. But there will be some cool stuff that you will get. More to come on that if we are successful in our plans.
Ed said, how about a meetup Saturday before the cruise? We will get in around noon. Yes, we are planning to come up with a couple things to do like that.
Mhm.
We just haven't finalized all of those details yet. So
I think we know what we're going to do that day, but we haven't
yeah,
worked out the details yet. So that will be coming. We will probably talk more about that in the Group Cruise Facebook group. Yeah, Group Cruise. There's a lot of group.
Paul said that there
Group.
should be a Miss Kimbra hoodie. It's purple.
It would be purple, yeah. That would clash with your hair. It would just blend in.
My hair is not purple right now.
That's true. It's blue and purple.
Right
and
now it's gross.
brown.
But Todd said we are so
blonde.
close to the port. Do you know like what street you're on or approximately where? I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me in here. You can text it if you don't feel like sharing.
Yes, but if you are going on the group cruise, we are going to definitely do something the day before the cruise, and then we are possibly going to try and do something that evening, and that's and then we'll see from there.
Yeah, you're close.
Oh yeah, you're real close.
Yeah.
We walk there sometimes.
We do, yeah.
So, but like you said, you can walk there. So
Jennifer said, I'm flying in Friday. My husband Saturday. Can't wait to meet everyone. Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, and if you're coming in before Saturday, I don't think we'll have like a big official thing, but I mean, we live here, so we'll be hanging out. I think my mom will be in town, my cousin.
Yeah, I think
so.
We get on Friday.
So we will definitely be doing something, and so if you would like to join us on that, let us know in the Facebook or message us, and when we figure out what we're doing, then we'll let you know, and you can join us. Because we won't.
Scott said the aquarium is close to the port.
You think he's being serious?
I think he's being sarcastic.
But
if he's not, yes.
Yes. Like we're going to be parking in our work parking lot. Unfortunately, you guys can't do that.
Yeah.
But we can park there for free, and it's literally closer to the ship than the official cruise parking.
We have to walk further now because they put that fence up.
Yeah, but still, it's still very conveniently located.
It's quite nice.
All right.
The port is close to the water. Okay.
All right. That's one, mister.
I like to drink port.
Yeah. Especially if it was in a bourbon cask.
Ananda got her passport photos and application today. Woohoo!
Oh, good. Excellent.
Larry, I recommend booking a cruise in November.
Okay. Well, we have a cruise in November.
That's why I'm telling Larry to
book you're telling, I thought he was telling you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Larry.
Yeah, Larry. Come on, man. Oh, Todd's sending me a photo right now. See if I can. Maybe I should.
What's our first drink on the ship going to be? I can tell you my first drink will not be the fun ship.
Sent us the address.
Because I don't like the fun ship. I used to get the fun ship because that was the drink of the day. And then I decided, why am I drinking a drink I don't like? So.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something from the Blue Iguana tequila bar.
Maybe.
Although, you know what they have on this ship that I'm really excited about? They have a Red Frog pub.
Oh, and if we get there during happy hour, we can do the happy hour thing.
I think they still do the thing where if you're the first person in the bar, you get a free beer. I don't know if they still do that. They used to do that. I've been that person before.
Banana berry colada.
Oh, okay.
Ah. Larry said Kimber's drink can be a rum punch. You know, I don't really like rum punch that much. I don't mind it. It tastes a lot better when it's free.
When they're dishing it out on a catamaran, you'll take it.
Yeah. Get what you want, not what you get.
That's right. That's right. But I love the Red Frog actual pub. I mean, I like the rum bar's fine, but I love the pub because it's just a cool atmosphere. And they have good beers, but I think you can get other drinks there too.
I want a real drink. We should have a drinking contest, Kimbra. You know, you'd probably win. I am not a good drinker.
Okay, now this is what I'm picturing. Okay, think Raiders of the Lost Ark, Marion in the beginning of that movie. Do you remember that? And she's in her bar in Nepal, and Indy's going to find her, and so are the Nazis are going to get that pendant, and she's having a drinking contest with somebody, like some dude, and they're the shots, and they're like stacking them up, and she's like, I picture you and Paul doing that.
I would do that with Paul, but I wouldn't have very many glasses. Have you tried a rum old fashioned?
I have made rum old fashions. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the old fashioned with bourbon or rum.
Moonlight Adventures is drinking some Captain's now.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
Scott, we need to chat about hair color. If that's going to be a thing.
What you doing here, Sarah?
Have you seen his hair? It's long enough to be an awesome color.
I know. But has he talked about dyeing it?
Yeah.
Oh, has he? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I did not know this.
We're going to have fun matching hair.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up and run the credits, and then we can come back and chat.
I don't have credits.
A little bit. We don't have any credits, so we're going to pretend to run the credits. Let's say our goodbyes, and then we'll just start our regular chat. So.
All right. Well, then it's time to celebrate. And until next time, seize the day.
Have a fantastic week, everybody.
That's the wrong song. That was Mario.
In case we ever put this out as a podcast. That's how you get kids' attention. Do you know that?
Yeah.
In school?
I know.
The teachers go.
I've been on a lot of buses.
Or the teachers go, and the kids go. Yeah. But there's different versions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all the same, but anyway.
Is the horizon near the water?
Oh, blimey. By the way, are we going to be on this cruise during St. Patrick's Day?
Yes,
that's
we
a
are.
thing that's going to happen?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that'll be good.
Should we do green hair?
That's too predictable.
I don't really want green hair.
Don't do green hair. Yeah, don't do green hair. Plus, I mean, I like St. Patrick's Day, but I also don't like St. Patrick's Day.
Kelly and Tammy say can't wait to hang with y'all. Are you coming on the cruise?
If you are, let us know so we can get you in the Fintastic Cruising group on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I sense green and orange. That's a lot. I'm not sure I can go there.
Who's going to be green? Who's going to be orange?
Do green hair and ham. Jennifer said, pack some green.
Pack some green.
Which one? So our group cruise is March 12th. So, yeah.
Yes. March 12th. That is the next cruise we're going to be. That's the only group cruise we have planned.
Yes, it is.
And the only group cruise we're going. We do have a cruise booked
for September.
But it's not a group cruise. We're just going on it with a couple friends. And then we have we announced that, right?
Yeah.
We have our wedding cruise in November.
Yep.
Which is not really a group cruise. However, it's sort of a group cruise in the sense that We can't invite everybody to the ceremony because we have a maximum amount of people that we can get in there, and we already may be overbooked for that. But we can invite you to come and sail with us afterwards if you would like to do that. That's going to be on the Mardi Gras, and that is going to be Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk.
Yep.
So that is going to be a really cool cruise. Excited about the ports, more excited about that ship, which is not my norm. I'm usually more excited about the ports and don't care as much about the ship, but I like the Mardi Gras a lot. But also the pride is I mean, if D&J are still in here, it's one of their favorite ships. So many people we know, it's their favorite ship.
Jennifer said honeymoon group cruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I mean, why not?
Join us, Jennifer.
There won't be any upside down pineapple kind of group stuff, but we can sail and have fun.
Scott said, why couldn't you move the September cruise to August? It would be such a celebration. Yes, that sounds great, but the other people that we are going with can't. And yeah.
Oh, D&J are still in there. Our beloved Brady. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's if Pure DJ is, it's one of their favorite ships, and they've been on like all the ships that exist. So multiple, like 3 or 4 times each, I think, at this point. So if they give it high praise, it's a darn rootin' tootin' good ship, is what I'm saying.
A rootin' tootin' good ship.
Rootin' tootin' good ship. And I've been on other Spirit class ships. Well, I only sailed on the Legend. You've sailed on the Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I toured the Miracle, and I love the Legend. And I thought the Miracle was cool when I was on it.
Yeah.
Well, JT didn't like the Miracle, right?
Right.
That ship, he was like, Miracle, ooh. But
I like all the big gaudy themes, which is what JT didn't like.
Yes. But what really I think is amazing about these Spirit class ships is they just nailed the layout for that era of ship. And so you get this moderate sized ship. They're not huge. They're not the tiniest ships. They're not the biggest ships. They're a good sized ship. And they got the layout right. And they've got, the Red Fog Pub, and now they've all got the 2.0 upgrades with Guy's Burger and the Blue Iguana.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Cantina. No, the Cantina is the tequila bar. No, Cantina.
You're right. You said it right the first time.
I got it right the first time. That's unusual. But by the way, in about 26 minutes, the Down Under Cruisers will be going live, and we recommend that if you like live stream stuff, to go check them out because they're a lot of fun, and it's like a totally different time of day and a totally different season for them, which is weird. And keep them up late because we have to get up and talk to them at like 7 in the morning. Well, it won't matter for them.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter for them.
Well, no, but they'll be trying to rush us off so they can go to bed.
Yeah, it's late for them, right?
We're going to have to get ready for bed when we get off here.
Anyway, any final questions or comments before we sign out here? And then it's awkward because obviously there's like a delay.
Right. So we're waiting for something to happen.
So you're looking for that instant feedback, and it's not coming because that's not how live streams work. Sean said not bloody likely. Okay. Jennifer says will there be a group specialty dinner plan? So we have not really talked about that, interestingly enough. We've talked about activities. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I know that we will possibly try and do the steakhouse because it's the cool steakhouse.
Right.
With the censored artwork. Well, I don't know if they have censored artwork on that one, or is it just the Miracle?
They probably all do.
There's a David on.
I have no idea.
It's the statue of David that's on the Miracle. that got censored. I don't know if that's on all the Spirit.
And
Anyway,
I know that we'll go to Cucina del Capitano at least once.
for dinner, you think?
Oh,
So
I want to.
okay. So the cool thing about the steakhouse on these Spirit class ships is they're like in the funnel. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah,
I've been on one of them.
in the steakhouse.
I've walked up to it.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty cool. I don't know, Jennifer. We'll get back to you on that. It might be something where we're like on board and people are like, hey, let's do dinner. I find it's hard doing dinner on group cruises because trying to organize it, all that. But it's nice to say, hey, most of us are going to meet at about this time for dinner because we got most people on any time.
Everybody is on anytime.
Everybody's on any time.
Yeah, so we have regular dinner every night if we want to have it together.
So
yeah, so I was thinking about seeing how many people we can get together to do like a Zoom chat or something to kind of talk about some of that
Yeah,
stuff
we can
if
try
who's interested in things.
I can try that.
I don't know. Paul said, any chance of having lunch or supper maybe the day or two before the cruise? Yes, absolutely. We're looking into stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are going to be down here that Friday, let us know. And
I'll put a post in the group to see
that's a good idea.
what days everyone's coming in and leaving, so we can kind of get a plan kind of together and see how many people are here and what we can do to accommodate the most number of people.
Right. Yeah, because we want to spend as much time with y'all as y'all on this cruise community too long as we can, because we enjoy that. So, and with that, Larry is signing out, and so I think on that note, we should probably sign out too.
Okay.
So, Sean says it's a past midnight finish for us. Well, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Usually I'm in bed by this time, except on Friday nights I have to stay up late because Matt talks a long time.
That's right. Was that a hint?
No.
I think I could take a hint. All right, everybody, we're going to sign out. Don't forget to go watch Down Under Cruisers. Don't forget, I didn't pump this tonight, but don't forget to support Helping Hands for Cruising. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Ta-ta. Ciao.
See ya.
Arrivederci. Hasta luego. No, hasta